Now, viewers, Delhi's air quality has worsened dramatically with last night's reading hitting the hazardous category and parts of the city recording an AQI of over 700. Now, as the capital chokes under smog, the blame game has kicked off, with the BJP and Congress trading accusations. In fact, there is the Aam Aadmi Party also in the mix. Let's take a look at some of the Delhi localities with the highest AQI readings. In fact, some of these areas also have the AQI reading of as much as 762, placing it in the hazardous category. The Chanakya place has recorded 445, whereas Inderlok has a reading of 396. Harinagar having a reading of 390, and all of these places, remember, are in the hazardous range, which means the air quality is hazardous in these locations. Janakpuri as well as Connaught Place have also reported 260 and 220 respectively. This is under the severe category, so it's better than some of the other areas that are worse affected, but the air quality in these areas is also severe. Now, the day after Diwali night, Delhi's air quality has plunged to 347 at 6 a.m., entering the very poor category. So the air quality has slipped, and remember, during winter, every time during winter in the Delhi NCR region, when the winter sets, the air quality dips, and this time is no different. In fact, we already have political reactions coming in as well. There are ministers, including Manjinder Singh Sirsa, who have blamed the parali burning in Punjab for the air quality. My colleague Rishabh is joining us on the broadcast with the details. And Rishabh, the air quality seems to have dipped. And this is not new to the Delhi NCR region. Of course, we see it happen every time. What is the condition currently?
Well, Pratibha, every year Diwali happens. Every year, next morning of Diwali, we both are on air talking about the same old problem, the air quality index, the AQI right now, and we are here in Greater Noida area, and I'll ask my camera person to show this. 344 is the AQI here where we are standing. This is in very poor category. And what is the politicians doing? Same old rag, that the parali is a problem, the farmers are a problem. Now you have a BJP government here in UP, you have a BJP government in Haryana, and you have a BJP government in Delhi as well. So when we say that there is no difference, and it happens every year, AQI dips every year, the main thing is that this was your promise that things need to get better. Things hasn't gotten better. Remains to be seen how things unfold. And when we are talking about 344 today, Pratibha, we need to also take into consideration where we are standing. There is a light breeze here that is helping the whole AQI to dip. Otherwise, it would have been worse in the area that we are living. The amount of firecrackers that have been busted last night, yes, Supreme Court has given a clearance, but the clearance wasn't for an unchecked sale of crackers as well. That has happened in Delhi NCR. For that matter, our reporters have reported from various places that how unauthorized sellers were even selling the crackers. The way AQI has dipped is something that is very, very difficult to breathe as well. Last year also, similar times, similar updates, similar lines were used. So nothing much have changed in last 1 year, it looks like.
Okay, all right. Rishabh, do stay with us. You know, the question is, what are the main causes of it? Who is responsible for it? And what are the steps being taken to ensure that in the long term we have solutions? In fact, responding to the soaring pollution levels, Delhi Minister Manjinder Singh Sirsa, as well as some of the BJP leaders, pointed fingers at the neighboring states like Punjab, blaming stubble burning for the worsening AQI in Delhi. They say that the Punjab government promised a solution, but they have not taken any action whatsoever. The Delhi BJP chief Virendra Sachdeva and Minister Ashish Sood also added that while Hindus were previously blamed for pollution, their government has now ensured that people can celebrate Diwali freely.
दिल्ली में तो अगर कल और आज की बात करें, ना तो रोड पोल्यूशन था, जो व्हीकुलर पोल्यूशन है बिल्कुल नहीं था। कोई दिल्ली में जाम नहीं लगने दिए गए, ट्रैफिक को बहुत स्मूथ रखा गया दिल्ली के अंदर। दिल्ली के अंदर ना तो दिल्ली के पिछले 2 दिन से कोई ऐसा इंडस्ट्री का पोल्यूशन बढ़ा था और ना ही कोई ऐसा कंस्ट्रक्शन। लेकिन आपने भी नोटिस किया होगा, कल के अखबारों में भी छापा, आज का भी दिल्ली के जो पड़ोसी जगह हैं उनके ऊपर AQI लेवल दिल्ली से भी ज्यादा बदतर है। तो उसका हालात दिल्ली में पहुंच रहे हैं। दूसरा जो खेतों के अंदर जो पराली को जलाया जा रहा है उसके ऊपर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट रोक नहीं लगा रही। क्या वो जानबूझकर करवा रही है नहीं करवा रही मैं नहीं कह सकता, लेकिन रोक नहीं लगा पा रही। इसका नुकसान जो है दिल्ली को भुगतना पड़ रहा है।
ऐसा कि इसके लिए पंजाब की भगवंत मान की सरकार जिम्मेवार है, जिनकी ड्यूटी थी किसानों को एजुकेट करने की, उन्हें उपकरण देने की, साधन देने की, पूरी तरह असफल रही है। और यहां तक कि पंजाब की भगवंत मान की सरकार ने चुनाव से पहले एक घोल देने का वादा किया था। आज तक 4 साल हो गए, वो धरती की उपजाऊ शक्ति बढ़ाने वाला और पराली को खत्म करने वाला घोल नहीं पहुंचा। केजरीवाल साहब 4 साल बीत गया आपकी सरकार को, किसान इंतजार कर रहे हैं कब पहुंचेगा।
लेकिन दिल्ली की पुरानी सरकारों ने हमारे सनातन के त्योहारों को बाधित करने का काम किया, जानबूझकर उसमें रोलेट करने का काम किया। अब दिल्ली में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है तो हमारी मुख्यमंत्री उन सभी पुरानी परंपराओं को एक तरह से उनको जीवित करने का भी प्रयास करें और उसको उल्लास के साथ मनाने की कोशिश करें। तो ये सीधा सीधा संदेश होगा कि दिल्ली भविष्य का दिल्ली बनने जा रही है, एक विकसित दिल्ली बनने जा रही है जो जगमगाएगी भी और खुशियां भी बांटेगी।
देखिए, पिछली सरकारें सनातन के त्योहारों के प्रति द्वेषपूर्ण रवैया रखती थी। पिछली सरकारें वोट बैंक की पॉलिटिक्स के चलते अल्पसंख्यकवाद को बढ़ावा देती थी। मुख्यमंत्री रेखा गुप्ता जी की सरकार सभी वर्गों को, सभी सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी को, सभी धर्मों को बराबर का मौका देती है। इसीलिए आज आप जगमग दिवाली देख रहे हैं।
Meanwhile, Congress leader Udit Raj has said that stubble burning isn't the only cause of Delhi's pollution. Firecrackers are also to blame. He said that the Supreme Court had banned firecrackers in the city, but the BJP pressured the court into lifting the ban.
If stubble burning is there, then of course that is a perennial and goes on 30 days, 25 days. But why sudden spurt in for a day? Since yesterday, AQI is high. Can they explain it? The rich people, decent people, they are leaving the country or settling other country because they find that the clean and all. It's a culture of BJP to blame others and mix up everything with the religion. Supreme Court banned, then of course they protested and they mounted pressure on Supreme Court and Supreme Court lifted the ban.
So, Rishabh, this time the Supreme Court had allowed the green firecrackers and we saw bursting of firecrackers in Diwali as well. But amid the political blame game that's taking place, there is also the factor of faith. With the Congress party now even going on to claim that the Supreme Court wanted a ban on firecrackers, but it was the BJP government that pressured the court into lifting the ban.
Well, the politics aside, Pratima, Congress will say something, BJP will say something, Aam Aadmi Party will say something. For last 1 decade, we have been hearing this and we have been living in this gas chamber for almost a decade now. The lifespans have gone down because of this. Religion, politics, yes, they all play their own role, but what happens to the basic amenity that the government ought to give us, the clean air to breathe, that successive governments have failed. It's not about Aam Aadmi Party, it's not about Congress or Bharatiya Janata Party. Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, if stubble burning is a problem, then where is the solution? You have a three state where BJP is in power, Aam Aadmi Party is in power in Punjab for almost 4.5 years, for 4 years for that matter, but they have failed to have a long-term solution. If Delhi knew that things will get worse, why were checks and balances not put in place? It's very easy to say that because of Noida, Ghaziabad, Gurgaon, AQI, Delhi AQI has been hit, or for that matter the Parali or the stubble burning as it is called in Punjab, Delhi has been hit. But then what happens there? And when ministers say, and this is a reality check that as a commuter in Delhi, not as a journalist but as a commuter in Delhi, that I'm giving to the government, that when you say that there were no traffic yesterday or day before yesterday, on the day of Diwali there is no traffic as it is in Delhi, or a day before Diwali there is no traffic as it is in Delhi. Before that it took me 3.5 hours from Manekshaw to reach Noida on Thursday. On Friday it took me almost 2.5 hours to reach Noida from central Delhi. So the traffic was there, the vehicle problem was there, the traffic issues were there. Having said that, the metros were crowded, extra metros were not run for people to avail it and leave the cars home. apart from that, we have all spoken about artificial rain and what sort. These are things that we have only been hearing government after government. We haven't really seen anything.
Yes.
The breezes today has at least left us breathing a bit here in Noida, but in Delhi situation is worse. Many in the morning suggest that it is a fog. Will bring you reports from various places, be it Akshan Dham, be it ITO, be it Pusa Road. The way things have turned out in last 48 hours is something that needs to be checked in, and also the matter that needs to be checked in is, even after Supreme Court lifted the ban was lifted on green crackers.
Yes.
The unchecked amount of crackers, unverified crackers by unauthorized people sold in Delhi NCR is something that needs to be investigated.
And also the solution on the long-term answers for that, isn't it? Rishabh, thank you for joining us with those details. We'll come back to you for those updates through the day. For the moment, we're shifting our attention now to the Bihar Assembly elections. In the lead up to it, the cracks